Although the current version of the product is looking at more general fitness enthusiasts as potential users of the product, what our research has told us is that actually the most likely user of this product is someone from the bodybuilding niche. So we've come up with a persona called Brad. He's a bodybuilding coach and competition judge from Michigan in America. Part of the judgment criteria of competitive bodybuilding is to judge the competitor's individual muscle size and the symmetry of their muscles between the left and right side of their body. So Brad needs to use the product in order to gain accurate and fair measurements of each competitor's muscles, and that can help to improve the fairness and the transparency of the competition. Like I said, this hasn't been incorporated yet into the current design, but we're going to have some minor tweaks further down the line to better reflect this persona.
In this section, I'll give a quick overview of the design key features of our BodyTrack product. BodyTrack is a handheld device used to measure and record changes in body tissue, muscle and fat. It's a first generation product. It's got great scope for future development. Basically, it targets muscles. It displays data including graph visualizations, and it can store data to databases for onward processing. In showing our designs, but basically we went with a common standard look and feel for a phone app. So as you can see, we have social media buttons, we have standard menus, and we have clickable icons that take you to the different functionality parts of the product. In terms of showing the functionality, it's broken down into different screens. Its main function is the ability to measure muscle and fat and compare against previous measurements, and to monitor and track differences. This section, design core functions, focusing on one key feature, which in BodyTrack's case is the data capture and update screen. You hold the device against a muscle or muscle group, and you click on the capture button. It's very simple. One click and your data is recorded and uploaded. The interface, as you can see, is very clean. It's very easy to understand, and it's a fairly common looking screen. We created this foam and plastic prototype of approximately the size we envisaged the unit to be. The front would be, where the foam is, would be the high-res screen where all user interface functions would occur, and on the reverse side there will be the specialized scanners that would be used to capture the muscle and fat readings. A quick demonstration of how the unit would work. If I use my calf muscle, you put the unit on the muscle group, in this case my calf, and you would press a capture button, at which stage the device then would capture the information and display it on the LCD screen, and also upload the data. As you can see, in terms of the design and the look and feel, we tried to keep a common look and feel across the whole app, from the icons to the menus to the fonts to the image and to the logo of the product itself. You can see here on this update data screen, again, a lot of the same logos, the torso itself and the image of the logo of the product, all trying to keep a common look and feel for the whole product. In this section, I covered the prototype walkthrough of each step of our various use cases. This is our use case diagram from our design specification. And as you can see, it has the different use cases broken down. There's input from typically two sides, from the user's end and from the administrator's end. The administrator typically having authorization and update functionality, whereas the user has the whole, the functionality of the app available. Taking from the top, the login screen, the user chooses this option, and they get presented with a username password prompt, which they enter their details and are either authorized or not. When the users finish using the app, they can just click a button to log out and exit from the application. User can view available updates that have been applied to the system, typically a revision list to let the user know exactly what's changed in the app. The app will update automatically as it's cloud-based, so User doesn't have to specifically choose updates. Anything that the administrator adds to the user interface, the UI, in terms of changing the look and feel, changing buttons, changing the layout, or whatever, you'll typically let the user know through this option here, this use case here. The user can register user details here for payment details if he wants to buy the advanced premium version of the app, contact details, email details, social media details. I suppose the main two options on the app would be the view main menu, in which case the user is presented with lots of different options for choosing various functionality of the app. The main functionality being obviously the update data, in which case the user is walked through how you actually scan a muscle fat reading. The device is actually placed against the muscle fat area, and a button pressed, the data is then captured, displayed on the screen, and also uploaded to a database for future processing. The user can also just choose to view data, where they can compare training data that they've currently taken or against historical data, or just compare different lots of historical data to see typically how they're doing and how they're progressing. This section we look at the prototype walkthrough, persona achieving goals. Meet Brad. Brad is a bodybuilding coach and a competition judge from Michigan in the USA. Brad is not happy. He currently has no way to accurately measure muscle gain or fat loss results for students. Using our BodyTrack device and software, Brad can teach his students to capture and analyze their data. This is going to make Brad happy.